So in this video, we're going to be talking about what is the distributive property. Well, basically, the distributive property says that if I have A parentheses B plus C, where A, B, and C are just numbers, then I can rewrite this as A times B plus A times C. Basically, what I'm doing is I'm distributing A to both B and C. So let's kind of review this concept. So here I'm starting off with a fraction. So what I'm doing is I'm multiplying 1/4 times x, and all I'm going to have is 1/4 x. Then 1/4 times 8. So here we have to remember our multiplication with fraction stuff, right? I can first simplify actually 8 over 4, which simplifies to 2 over 1, right? So 8 over 4 simplifies to 2. And then I can multiply that by 1 and I get positive 2. Right, now here I just have an x. So when I multiply two x's by itself, right, I can say x times x. And then here I have x times 1/2, which is 1/2 x. Now here I can rewrite this a little bit better because a number times itself is just a number squared. I can rewrite this as x squared. So this is the only time that x squared comes into effect, or x, where the exponent changes, is when I multiply two variables by themselves. Well, here my exponents are going to start changing because what am I doing? I'm multiplying it by itself, and that's what an exponent means. It means a variable multiplied by itself. Now here what I have is I am multiplying this by a negative number, and so I have negative x times -3. So remember, whenever I multiply by a negative number, basically what happens? Well, the signs are going to change, and I'm done here. And so here I'm multiplying by a negative number, so you got to be aware that we're going to go ahead and flip those signs. So this first term is going to become negative, this second term is going to become positive. So negative 2/3 times x is just negative 2/3 x. And then a negative times a negative here, we're going to have a positive, right? So remember that because I multiply by a negative, my signs are going to change. And then this here, we're going to use our fraction technique where we do 6 divided by 3, which this really just simplifies to the number 2. And 2 times -2, which is, 2 times 2, which is 4. So I already had done the sign there, so I didn't need to go back to the sign. So there we go. So think about it. 2/3 of 6 is 4. So that does make sense. All right. So this is the end of this recap of distributive properties.